Here. Is that a Sonics hat or is that just a Sonic hat?
That's a Sonic Mariners hat.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's custom made.
that's a custom. Damn, that's crazy. All right. Hell yeah, bro. All right. So we here. We here. Back. Welcome back. After a nice couple weeks here. See, we were talking about a bunch of stuff last stream. We were talking about uh general, anime panels, manga panels. I've been checking your stories. I know you should be reading some stuff, some cool stuff. I don't know if it's a backlog or it's like new shit that's been coming out.
It's nothing new.
Nothing new? Okay.
It's just Blade of the Immortal.
Blade of the Immortal. It looked cool because it was like a dude who was stabbing somebody about the same time, like on top of something.
Yeah, it's something that uh I've been meaning to read for like the past 15 years, and then I just never got around to it. My job, obviously I work at a bookstore.
There's a movie or shit.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. It's considered one of the one of the goats of manga. It's considered one of the best ever, but
okay.
I just never got around to watching it. Well, not watching it, reading it. Just throughout my entire life, there was like just like other shit that I was reading, and then when I finally remembered it, we only had volumes 2, 3, 4. We had every volume except for volume 1 in the 3 years that I've been working there, and then finally, finally, they had number 1 came in stock, so I was like, all right, I guess
snatch that up.
Yeah, I guess I'll finally read it.
Nice. Okay, I've actually seen stuff for this anime before. I've always kind of passed it by. I didn't know it was like this. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so they actually also, and that's where I knew it from too, because like way back when they used to publish it in like the regular comic book format.
Yeah.
And then the art was just like sick on it. Like it was really nice. Would have been cool to see like a full color rendition of it.
Yeah, I like when they do it. I've only seen a handful, especially with the manga. They'll do it where like you can get Frieza art now in color. Like if you go on like the Shonen Jump app or whatever, like they have it. They just randomly did. I was like, that's cool. I wish they would go back and just do it just for the hell of it. They'd get some resale value out of it, I'm sure. I'm sure it wouldn't take too much. Damn, this looks sick. Yeah. No, I'm trying to get back into different anime titles and different manga titles because I still read on the train, and I'll still try to watch some new ones. My lady was just put me on to one. It's an isekai joint. I like isekais because they're like junk food, like in the best way. Like you talking about how like shonen kind of is like it just gets boring after a while because it's spiky hair whatever. I'm bigger on the seinen stuff and like movies, but I like isekai specifically for the fact that like it's basically person gets transformed to a world. Let's give him a weird perk and let's call it a day, and just have fun with what that is. My shorty put me on a one that's like, all right, so it's a dude he gets transported to another world. His only skill is that he can basically teleport anything from the convenience store that's from his neighborhood.
That's funny.
And he's a chef and he cooks for monsters, but then like summons like chopsticks and random shit. And like his party didn't want him when he got there, so the monsters like him because the monsters like, yo, you can get us snacks, and then that's it, and you just rock out with that. I watched half an episode of that. I'm like, this.
I feel like isekais are more like multifaceted uh than um than shonens, because I feel like shonens is like it's just one. Like I guess shonen is a demographic. It's not really a genre.
Yeah.
But the shonen battle anime is like shit that I don't like.
No, fair. I think honestly, if you some of the newer stuff, they're gravitating towards the darker theme on purpose. Because I think the Naruto Academy school ethic thing from 20 years ago, I think it's just not cutting it anymore. Like we can't have you doing screen battles anymore. Like we need something. Like you watch
The
Juju,
dark fantasy is like kind
dark
of
fantasies coming back. The
is kind of
spiritual,
where it is,
supernatural
like the Yu
shit.
Yu Hakusho's of the world and things
I
like that.
feel like that and like Bleach have put it to where it was supposed to
I mean,
be.
but I like a good isekai.
This is my joint.
I like uh The Wizard of Oz. That's a really good isekai.
Wizard of Oz is a good isekai.
It was the very first isekai.
Evil Dead. No, Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is an isekai.
Isn't that like time travel though?
There's skull people. No, there's skull people. It's a little
I guess it's
other
isekai.
world. It's an isekai.
Because I was trying to.
Black Knight. Black Knight.
Oh, Black Knight
Black
is an
Knight's
isekai.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to debate whether or not Terminator 2 was an the Terminator series was an isekai or not. But then somebody was like, "Oh, no, it's not an isekai because it's time travel," and I'm like, "Whoa, he's traveling from a time that it's not going to exist anymore
Yeah.
because they keep changing the future."
Well, and the thing is, it's always like it's a different world. It doesn't have to technically just be time or a different world altogether. It's like as long as you get transported to another place from where you originally were, I'd consider that isekai because then there's ranges. You can go anywhere. You can go everywhere. I don't know. I'd say run it.
You'd say Terminator is a isekai?
Well, maybe not. Maybe not the original. Actually, no. You know what? Maybe it could be. Maybe.
Because they sent Kyle Reese there, but Kyle Reese can't go back.
Kyle Reese can't go back. Yeah. He has to stay there. He has to die there. And maybe that helps for their timeline, but
And then Kyle Reese's future doesn't exist anymore once he goes there.
exactly. So technically, yeah. And the thing is, in the isekais, they almost rarely never go back. If I'm correct on it, like they usually just end up rocking out there, or they stay there, or they're just there.
Well, unless you Wizard of Oz.
Unless you Wizard of Oz, but even still, he never goes back. He lives out there. I'd put it up there. But this is my joint. This is my joint. Time I got reincarnated as a slime. Crazy name. You would never. They got a video game? Yeah, a Switch game? I'm gonna have to check that out. Dude gets, so it's a dude. He's a regular button masher. Number cruncher in Japan.
I've heard of this.
He gets, instead of him, so the joke is like, oh, it's like truck coon or whatever gets you, like they get run over by a truck. This nigga gets stabbed up trying to save a person. He's trying to help a girl. Girl's getting mugged. He's like, yo, cut that shit out. Dude turns around, stabs him up a couple times. He dies, wakes up. He's a slime. He can't see in the beginning because he doesn't have eyes because he's just a ball of slime. Then he starts like eating shit around the cave he's in, gets eyes, evolves. And then he realizes his power is that everything he absorbs, he can like manipulate in some way, or like he can put it towards himself. So then he just collects a shit ton of power. He becomes OP very early on, so very like one punchy and just like, all right, he's an OP character, and that's the trope. And then you just watch this nigga conquer a nation. That's pretty much it. But he does it through like the idea of friendship. But he's nice. Everybody else, the niggas he surrounds himself with, are like about that action. So you get the fights if you like fights. Then you just get a bunch of political drama. If like, and for me, sitting there and watching that in the background is fine. Like it's completely fine for me. But then with isekais, you can do all that. So you can get your action, you get some of the shonen elements, and then you also get, well, is it a cooking show? Is it a slice of life? Is it a romance? Is it a political drama? Is it a conspiracy show? Is it all five of those things put together? Probably. Like, and then you just do that. So I think shonen's gonna evolve into isekai more than likely, but or it's gonna get dark and just go straight to like chainsaw shit, which
I think that's just where everything is going now. even in like American comics as well. Everything is moving towards that like dark and gritty atmospheric kind of thing. The two most talked about American comics right now is Something's Killing the Children and Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, and Absolute Batman, and those have some pretty dark themes. So I think on both ends, people are really excited, and I mean Scream, just got announced a new Scream movie.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of on both ends, I would say, right? Like Demon Slayer, slaying demons, slaying whatever's killing the children. Um,
So it's kind of sick.
a lot of people are really gravitating towards these kinds of themes, and it shows because this got optioned for a movie or like a TV show for the second.
I saw a thing that said Netflix might take some. I saw like the moment I typed in it said Netflix.
Yeah,
well,
like, Netflix was like 2020, 2018, 2019.
mm-hmm.
And then Netflix didn't do anything with it. And then uh Blumhouse just recently picked it up, but I'm like, my nigga, like, yeah, I didn't even fucking finish the Spawn movie.
Yeah, nah, we don't need Blumhouse is. I can go on a whole horror movie rant too, and Blumhouse is just fumbling. I don't know what they do. They've been trying to become like, they're trying to become the Marvel Studios of horror, and I hate it. I can't. They I don't know. They just phoning them in now. I feel like this would be too cool. This is cool. I like this. I think also, I think they are aware. One, like younger kids are more adult than they've ever been. Like they just like they get concepts easier, so you don't gotta sugarcoat it to them. And your pre-existing audience is growing older, so they maybe don't want the same shit, over and over again. Like so, like you gotta grow up with us too, because we're like as a millennial, like I'm gonna be watching this shit for the rest of my life. Like maybe generations beyond us moved on, but like this is pretty much my bread and butter, and I'm probably gonna stick with it until I just whatever else happens. So like you gotta keep entertaining me because I got I'm gonna be in your demographic to pay for events and go to things, and then you also kids like they want. I think they already know about the legacy stuff because they binge One Piece and over COVID and they watch Naruto, so now they want something more. So then you get like, give us the shit like that's cool. A tree full of hands. It looks like almost a tree line with hands.
That's like, yeah, that's the first cover, but
I like that.
I mean, it's got its own thing. I think Chainsaw Man to me reminds me a lot of Ghost Rider.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. They took a lot of Ghost Rider. I feel like the essence of I don't know, like the aesthetic. It's very I don't know how to describe. It's like eerie. It's eerie shit, but it's also very manga or shonen in the sense of like, yes, you're gonna get a lot of fights, but then like they do some shit that's a little left field, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting that from this show. It's clearly setting itself up to be dark, and yes, it's still it's trying to appeal to teens, but then at some point, because there's a lot of fan service in it, and like the main character, he's basically like a 16-year-old boy who he basically like lived in poverty his whole life, so he doesn't know nothing. He never went to school. Basically lived in like a trash can, and so now he's in this line of business where he has to hunt devils. So he's like a little hornball, and he sees all these like cute girls walking around. And he just wants to touch boobs. So there's fan service, but then also when you get into the lore of the demons and the devils, you're like, this feels like something closer to you were saying Ghost Rider, but I was also thinking Spawn and also Berserk in a way, just to like how the demons function with each other. Um, Obviously a little lighter because they're trying to make it tonable for what's going on, but like niggas is losing limbs left and right, and yes, they can regenerate, but it's still graphically like this nigga loses an arm or a leg, um, almost every fight he's in. He loses body parts and he grows it back because it's like he's a devil and he can regenerate with blood and all this other shit and like uh it's the scene where like the nigga like not even a spoiler. It's just like there's scenes where it's like you think it's gonna go like, oh, this is a slice of life, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, why is this dude getting killed right now without any warning? So I think they're creeping a lot of those elements in. I think a lot of like metal covers are inspired by a lot of this stuff. A lot of these people watch like heavy metal, or they watched early Metallica stuff just to get the vistas that they're showing for some of these things. But the movie came out, which they basically condensed an entire arc into a movie, which I'm becoming more and more a fan of, because as I'll tell you, these these seasons are starting to get bloated and people are getting overworked, and just the end result is not as quality as it deserves. This did exactly what I needed it to do.
I think but I think that not every anime could do that.
This is true. This is very true.
So,
but then not every. But
I think like, the studios is gonna have to have their one.
Yeah, bro. Stop making everything. You don't have to make everything an anime.
No, I was talking about that. They gotta make their one movie. Like,
their one movie.
Studio Trigger gotta put out their one. Like, like we know this is gonna hit. We know this is gonna make money.
Yeah, and it's showing success. I mean, these movies are breaking records every year in Japan, and then also they're even making waves here in America. So just do the movie format, because if you do it right, if you do it like this, we get a beautifully animated piece of work. It's done in 2 hours, less than 2 hours, and you get basically what you would have read in one shot. But then also, if you want to know a little bit more, because there's some stuff they have to work around. If you want to know a little bit more, then you pick up the book and now you read. Instead, they try to fit everything in the anime, but then it doesn't look like, it doesn't turn out the way you want to, or there's talks of people dying on the table because they got to get the things done. Like it's a lot. But no, I'm actually, this is one of the ones, this and Juju I think are like some of my newer favorites. And the movie was solid. I was thoroughly impressed with what they did with the arc after reading it and watching what they did with it.
I only read the first volume and I was like, yeah.
I'll be honest, it's typical with a slight edge in the beginning. Like it's like, oh, this isn't shonen, but then
I think the first chapter was really good.
Yeah.
The first chapter was really good.
Werewolf was talking too. And that he can become what he eats. Oh yeah. He's talking about slime.
I think for me, like, the first chapter was really good.
I would say if you can, and you're right. You're absolutely right. It is a little, I don't know. It's fun.
For me, it's like, I like the whole mystery around like the father.
Yeah,
he was paying off this debt. And then there was like this mafioso people. It's like a mafia mob thing going on. And then I was like, oh, that'd be cool if it was a mafia style demon organization thing. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of tossed that whole plot out.
Yeah, and they went straight for the shonen shit.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, and I get it. You're just probably like, I don't, because he's cleaning up monsters. He joins the organization. What I would say is, because I stopped after like chapter 99. Because I felt like this is, I don't read too much if I'm watching anime with it. I'll read enough, and then I'll wait for the manga or the anime to come out, and then I'll like let it stack up. It's stacked up now, so I could probably pick it back up. But I stopped around 100. I would say that completes like this whole story they're leading up to. I would say if you can get past those maybe chapter 20s or whatever, it just starts getting fucked. Like it just gets like this arc kicks it off because you have a love story that's not really a love story. Like he falls for a girl, but like it's some whole other shit happening. And then from there, it's just like oh, this is a little deranged. Like the people running the thing aren't good, and it's a whole thing. Um, I will say for this one specifically, I think what saves it for me, even if it's like it's got fan service and it's whatever, the creator and the people organizing the illustrations or whatever, they're huge fans of actual American cinema. So the shots that they choose when they're animating it feel like a movie, way more than like Japan. Like they almost make it feel very American. And I personally like it because I'm big into like movies. Some of the shots they choose, they're like, oh yeah, we chose this because that was in a like a Wes Anderson film or that was in a Scorsese film, and I like the way that you look over the shoulder here, so we're gonna animate that, and it just I don't know, it gives it like a touch of like, oh, these guys know what they're doing a little bit. Um, but yeah, I'd say if you want to just alone just check the movie like as a standalone, it's honestly pretty good. This shit right here is like I thought they're like big. He's a big movie reference guy. But what'd you say?
I thought his other work was better than Chainsaw Man. Fire Punch.
Fire Punch. Yeah,
I heard about that. I thought that was better.
That is first or
nah, that's not his first. But it's not his first. But
it was earlier.
Yeah, and even then, like, I don't know. I just his writing. I do appreciate his the way he the way he builds like a world and the monster designs and things like that.
Designs I like.
Yeah, his character design is really good. I would say it's some of the best character design, character concept, probably in anime. Well, not in anime, in manga or in comics, whatever you want to call it. I did like Fire Punch. I did like the lore behind it. He's just, I feel like for me, and this is just my opinion.
Sure, yeah.
I've been reading manga and comics for like, I don't know, fucking 25 years. So what the fuck do I know? But
oh, this was the other one you used.
Yeah,
yeah. I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
I think he has a lot of good ideas. I just think that he's not good at
fully execute.
Just weaving them together and having them be coherent. Because in it's been a while since I haven't read Fire Punch since like 2018 or 2017. However, it was whenever it was coming out was when I was reading it. And there would be like a strong start and like a really interesting thing that they got going, and then it'll fall like it'll just go nowhere for me.
It'll fall flat.
And then they'll pick then they'll like abandon that, drop that, and then it'll pick up something else and be like, oh, this is interesting. And then the same thing will happen. There was like one part of the thing that I thought was like extremely stupid on Fire Punch, where it was like the girl who she wanted she was recording the guy's life, and she wanted to make a movie out of it because she was like a big fan of Star Wars. And I'm like, so that's the whole reason why, that's the whole motivation. And I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes, man, I do chalk this shit up, and it's like no disrespect to Fujimoto, or to just like I have a huge appreciation for the way writers think from other regions. Like I try to take myself out of it because I think I'm from the Western Hemisphere. I live in America. I like American. I grew up on American media, and then like more specifically Black American media. So like a storytelling perspective, or like what I find funny might be different from someone halfway across the world. I really appreciate the Japanese sense of humor, but sometimes though, what they do slapsticky, it can rub me the wrong way. It's just like, wait, why'd you go with that? Like, why was that not?
Nah,
and sometimes I do have to just be like, well, maybe that's just how they think over there. Like for me personally, I'm like, I don't get that. I didn't get that setup. I didn't get how you did that, or why you did that. But maybe on your island, that makes like perfect sense. And I just have to like take it for what it is. Sometimes, I guess.
I mean, I like because Fire Punch was like, it was definitely crazy, and unsettling, but I feel like a lot of the shit that was in it was just done just to be different.
Yeah, so edgy for edgy's sake, which is like that's the one thing about
I like how it says Fire Punch anime. That don't ever happen. That don't ever
Fire
happen.
Punch panels. I will say that's the one thing about Chainsaw. Like the story isn't too crazy. And it can be a little edgy just for the sake of being edgy, and that is a little annoying sometimes. But I also look past it when I get a certain payoff. Like if I get honestly, if I do get a really cool fight sequence, I am a fan of that. Like, all right, so you got to do it chainsaws on his head and on his arms.
And
Like,
even with this guy,
how do you do it? And then like, like what it is. Like, can you make it look cool even if it's something weird? If you do, cool. Because this guy you said is like his whole body's fire, right?
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah, but that's because he has regenerative powers.
Yeah,
So then he got set on fire.
and he just keeps forever burning, basically.
Yeah.
Which I fuck with. I do fuck with that.
Nah, he's got like a lot of cool ideas. I just,
Yeah,
the story doesn't really execute it well.
I'd agree with that too.
And I think like, especially after I finally been reading Ichi the Killer, which is like crazy that that's even like an English translation now, because for a while like I don't even think you could find a fan Ichi. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you got it.
Ichi.
Because for a while like there was no fan translations of it.
I've seen this movie before. I think.
Yeah, but it was a manga.
Yeah, but like I didn't know that was a thing. Oh shit. Okay. I've literally seen this movie before. I didn't know this was based. I watched this when I was like, what, 2002? I don't know fucking how many. That was what, 20 years ago. I watched this movie. Oh shit. Okay.
Terrible movie.
I just watched it when I was a kid. I would watch anything at that time. I was watching anything. Dude, I watched the Initial D movie, that fucking crazy movie. I watched so many like just Japanese media movies, Chinese media movies just growing up. I didn't know that that was based on the manga.
Yeah, it was. I've known for a very long time.
I didn't know that.
It's just um at that time like fan translations were
Mm-hmm.
they were hard to come by, and it was so obscure that nobody really wanted to translate it because it wasn't popular enough, and you got to get that ad revenue obviously.
Yes.
And then going into the 2010s when fans translations were popular,
Go on the site and somebody would
it was
Wikipedia it up.
yeah, but it was all the cancel culture and like all this other shit. Like, and no, I'm not saying that like I hate cancel culture or whatever, so like don't come after me. But what I am saying is that um this isn't the kind of thing that would have flown if people were translating it to come into America at the time.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of grapes, there's a lot of SA, there's a lot of crazy shit, and the reason why I bring this up is to compare it to Fire Punch. Was a lot of it unnecessary in Fire Punch? Yes. But I think the author, I think his name is Hideo Yamamoto. He also did Homunculus, but this was like his first like big manga. He at least makes it the focal point of a story. Like there's a reason why this guy is doing what he does, and there's a reason why all of this crazy shit is happening, because it's built into the character's identity, and it's built into, I think, like, because there's no good or bad guy in this.
Yeah,
nobody's good in this manga.
Everybody's like there's layers to everybody, but I like that though. It just makes it more real. Like nobody's one dimensional.
So I appreciate it, only because like there's a lot of stories that just even in American comics, like they put crazy shit just to be edgy. Like we talked about, I think we talked about Crossed before. Like Crossed,
Yeah.
I've seen many videos about Crossed recently, pop up on YouTube, and that was like 5 6 years ago. That was like an obscure comic, but now everybody's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could kind of see that these stories are becoming, you know, popular and people want to talk about them and things like that. But I think Ichi the Killer, the author, at least made an effort to put this into the story narrative of like, okay, this person is doing whatever to so and so because of, you know, the character, and it's a part of the story.
Yeah.
Where sometimes, is it extreme? Most people would agree, but the story is good. So I mean, I don't.
And to that, I say like, one, we do that in American media all the time. We don't do it as much anymore because honestly, the world has, um, political correctness has become sort of a focal point everywhere. It's like it's a mainstay in a lot of things, but there are certain things artistically that, in order to explore something, in order to better understand it, movies, manga, comic books are a great way to explore those themes safely, so that we can get into the minds of killers and great people and all those things, so that you can understand what's happening. And hopefully these people get their shortcomings in these books and media. Sometimes they don't, and because that's reality, that's life. But what these are is expressions basically of it. And if you can do that and you do that well, then like, that's what makes it good art. And it is unfortunate that a lot of stuff just can't, like, bro, I grew up watching GTO on fucking Adult Swim. That dude was he was a PDF, bro. He was fucking talking like he was a school teacher talking to all these different like people. I'm like, it was goofy, it was stupid, it was interesting,
Kinda,
and it was a cool thing to like explore, just to see what the hell's happening.
the main guy kind of reminds me of Heath Ledger's Joker.
This guy, Ichi, yeah.
Go up. Go to the left. To the left.
Right there.
Yeah, he reminds me of.
Yes. Yes. That's probably, and these are another what these are Asian
Like
influences on.
7 years removed from the movie.
Yeah.
Like even the outfit, from the movie, kind of reminds me of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
Not saying that they copied anything or whatever.
No, no, no. But there's clear inspiration, because I thought he was inspired by Crow. After watching the Brandon Lee Crow and seeing Crow, I'm like, this feels a lot like, you watch Brandon Lee's performance in Crow in 1993, 1994, and then you watch the Joker, you're like, yo, there's some Crow in here. there's like 30% Crow in here. So I like these images of what this guy does. Watching reading the Fable. I actually was watching the anime for it a little bit too. I like it. It's on Hulu.
Fable's good.
Fable's good. I was liking reading that. It was another dark one that I was looking at, but yeah, no, I feel like this is just honestly where it's going anyway. And I feel like it's also even going full circle, because you watch 80s stuff, like these old heads of, oh, Akira is a real animator. But if you watch Akira, you watch you watch was it Ghost in the Shell, and you watch what's my other shit, Ninja Scroll, bro. Those shits were like, there's some essay joints.
A lot of them, bro.
There's
kids
a lot getting shot, everybody getting bodied. It's just it's gritty and it's real and it's visceral. It's supposed to make you feel something, because that's what art is. Somewhere along the line, media was like, well, if you see this, kids are gonna do this, and it's like, yes and no. A lot of no. A lot of kids play GTA. They don't go crazy. They just they just play GTA. But the art should be the art. And
wait, go back to that one.
Which one was I looking at?
Go up.
This one. Right.
Yeah. Click that. That's crazy. Peach Momoko.
Oh shit.
She did that. So for those of you who don't know, Peach Momoko is probably one of the most famous comic book artists in America. And I say this comic book artist because she's not a mangaka. She got discovered by one of the Marvel off the internet. And then they just let her cook. Um so yeah, just to see her, you know, do like a Ichi the Killer thing is like, that's crazy because it's just something that I never personally thought that I would be able to go to a store and pick it up off the shelf. Because when I first saw it, like I didn't know, I didn't see any advertisement, I didn't see anything. I was just like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like they translated this. This is fucking wild. And then, and it's usually always awkward, like recommending it to people because they go, oh yeah, you don't got Berserk, and I'm like, no, but we have this. And they, oh, what it's about, and I can't really tell you what it's about. I can't even tell you what it's about on the thing because it's, you can get copyright strike. Like they don't even say what it's really about on the fucking back of the book.
Damn. Yeah.
So, it's just crazy that like this is one of the most extreme. Like this makes Berserk looks like child's play. It's like baby stuff. That's what I told the guy, and he was like, "Perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for." And I was like, "All right,
all right, you ready?"
I don't, but go to that.
This one.
Go to that.
He's ready. Oh shit.
Like he's chasing down that guy.
Yeah.
And he's crying.
Bro, yeah, this looks.
How would you explain this to somebody who hasn't read Ichi the Killer? As somebody that sold this book 5 or 6, 7 times, like it's hard to tell them what it is. But I haven't had anybody like, how do I say it? Like, I haven't had anybody come back and go, yo, bro, what the fuck?
Right.
So I guess that's a good thing.
It's one of those, like, either they're too embarrassed to do that, or it's just like, oh, this is gritty enough where, like, maybe I can just be in a safe space and just, I'm a rock out with this.
There was one customer who was a girl, and then she's, like, super into, like, the murder mystery type shit. And then she was like, yeah, I like effed up comic. And then that's essentially, I was like, yo, like, I don't want no HR thing going. And then she's like, nah, you good. So I literally explained to her the whole, and she was like, this is fire. So essentially, like, I guess like I'll explain it. So
yeah, run it down.
So this dude Kakihara, like he's like a mafia boss, essentially. That's like the best way I could describe it. Like he's not the Don, but he's like third or second in command. And he got his own people. And his Don Corleone like gets killed, and then they rob him. But that's not really what the story is about, because essentially what the story is about is there's a lot of people that they got this whole thing where they get amused by pain. If that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
Okay, all right. So now you picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
So it, like all the stuff on his face and the scars and all that other stuff, that makes sense, because he's into it, like really, really into it.
Yeah.
Then the other dude, that dude right there, he's the opposite of him. He's into watching people. He's into being amused and hurting people. So
he's like self-inflicted, like masochist, and then this guy is like, he just wants to put the hurt on somebody.
Yeah. But the thing is,
like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, he does. But the thing is with that guy is like he's kind of like a pussy. Like he's kind of like a like you know, like he's a coward. But he's a coward that knows how to fight. And he's always conflicted when he's doing these things. but he's amused. And then he's like an assassin, so people pay him to put out these hits on people. So and then these two guys meet, and then it's just like, yeah. So that's
So what do we do with this? Like and that's how we go from here.
Yeah. So but
you said a lot without saying a lot, and judging by the look of it. But here's the thing, bro. I fuck with shit like Old Boy, bro. I fuck with, like this whole scene, this scene right here. I see what's happening. Like I understand why I'm at the bleep out, shorty. But I see what's happening. Like, but here's the thing. It's like you watch shit. You watch Old Boy, or you grow up. You watch. I mean, I don't. It's like I've seen movies that do shit like this. Like, and that's a shot from Ichi the Killer. You watch any of these Japanese or Chinese or Korean films, it's like you're gonna get this, and you'll get this in American film. It might be dated. This might be a 60s through an 80s film, because, or maybe even to the 90s, even into the 90s, because at some point America just got so like.
Supreme did a collab with Ichi the Killer.
Really? That's crazy.
Exactly. So it was only a matter of time before
it had to start getting.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what's gonna happen. I think the things that were more and more niche, they're gonna start turning over. People are gonna start turning the stones over, and then will we get to a point where we get people in the gym with Ichi the Killer hoodies on instead of Berserk hoodies?
I hope not, cause
get the dude with a shirt that says "No pain, no gain."
Cause that was one of the more fucked up scenes when he's holding the pot.
Oh, I already see what he's doing. I know what you do with a boiling pot. I understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I understand exactly what's going on.
But the art is phenomenal.
His art looks great. His art looks really, really good. Nah, bump with this. Yeah, nah. I've been trying to get back into my like darker manga bag. I got this joint. I still haven't read it yet, but shout out to the dude who drew it. Written by Black Swan. It's Death. What is it? Employee Deathmatch. So it's like this black dude. He illustrated the joint. It looks pretty cool. It's basically he sold it to me like off the rip of saying it's basically like a battle royale at an office company. People have to sign up for it, and then like everyone in the office is killing each other. And I'm like, this is kind of cool. So I'm trying to get into more stuff like this, and like, it's like whatever. Looks cool. Looks interesting. This is like the first couple chapters or whatever. He was about to get out of work. He sold it to me for like, he was shutting down his thing. Sold me like $10. But I'm starting to like the sort of regular, instead of it being just flashy and like extra to be extra. These trying to turn out, but I want to give this a read. I forgot. I've been meaning to shout this dude out because we had a really cool conversation, and I definitely am gonna read this. I'm gonna read it eventually.
You should read it. You know it's so crazy.
You didn't remember you told me about this, bro? You've been putting me onto this shit, and I was like, okay, so let me just scroll like random just new stuff, just because now I'm looking for like
they got that loaded up on the thing at work at my other job.
We
use that to do research. But that we just be in the back like looking at it like what's the news and stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna get into this because kaijus are coming back in a major way. I'm predicting it now. Kaijus are coming back in a major way in the next year or so. In general fandom.
Kaiju's been back.
Yeah, but I think it's about to peak. Like it is back. You're absolutely right. First off, it never.
You talking about like is about to blow up?
Like the fandom is coming back. Like bro, there was a point in time where you couldn't shut up about Godzilla. It got so the hype was so large that America had to make a shitty ass movie in 1998. There was
one girl. This is random customer. She came from Boston. She travels from Boston to New York City just for fun. I guess she's like 19, 20, so I guess you could do dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And then she spent like $300 on a Godzilla statue.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, big ups to her. because
And then
you putting in the bills necessary.
there was like another kid. It's like a little kid, and he knows everything about like Super Sentai and fucking Godzilla. And then every time his mom got him like a Super 7 Mecha Godzilla, but it's see through,
Ooh.
so you can see all the
All
machinery.
the machinery and
and
the
then
parts.
she dropped like 200 on it.
Damn.
Yeah, so
We've been out here. Us Godzilla fans have been out. Kaiju fans have been out here for a minute. I've been a kaiju fan my whole life, and I grew up with watching the old movies from the '70s, and the '80s era, and all the different eras, and culminating to the '98 movie, which was shit, but I still watched the hell out of it as a kid because it was just nice to see like American shit happening over here with whatever Godzilla we got, you know. And then I watched the dinosaur movies and all that shit, but with you know, Legendary doing their Godzilla verse, which they're junk food movies, but they're worth it. They're fun. Go see them, hang out. But with the success of Godzilla -1 and with it winning an Academy Award, um, I think it's safe. And also going to conventions and seeing like solid booths for Godzilla, I can safely say that the kaiju push is coming back. So I want to see what they got in store for us. I want them to expand. I want them to go into other shit. I want to talk about
they
Rodan
got like
and all these other
80 different fucking Godzilla books.
bro. The fact that they've been doing the Godzilla collabs over the last, and they've been doing them,
Godzilla
obviously.
Justice League, Godzilla Avengers,
Yeah.
Godzilla Skate or Die.
Yeah.
Like it's Godzilla Power Rangers. That was another one that came out.
I definitely know that, you know, I mean, he's one of the oldest IPs in our modern era, in the recent era, from the older era to recent era. So I know he's coming back. I know it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, it was some shit like that, but
yeah, but the parts were see through.
Yeah, so you could see all the machinery.
Yeah. Nah, some about these they always got me. The art design was great. The idea of the people in the suits. But they announced that we're gonna get a sequel to
-1.
to -1, which everybody already predicted that was gonna happen, and even the guy said he wanted to do a sequel. He was hoping to do something because the movie finished, but it definitely left itself sort of open ended a little bit, like a tiny bit, like nearing the end. But Toho said, yeah, we got the sequel lined up. It might come out in the summer. We'll see. Like we're getting it wrapped up because Japan's mad efficient. So they're like, yeah, we're getting it wrapped up. And it's supposed to hopefully directly follow the events. There was already some talk of like, you know, what happened to the girl at the end and all this other stuff is happening. So I'm here for it. Next to Pikachu, this is my guy. Next to Pikachu, did you watch -1?
No,
I'm
not really into like Godzilla stuff like that.
That's fair. That's totally understandable. Watch the movie because it's not a Godzilla movie. It is a post World War II movie from the perspective of Japan, and Godzilla's there.
Yeah. No. I heard in this one he's not really.
Yeah, bro. He's got maybe 15 minutes of screen time, if that. But when he's there, it's like the best. It just shuts the whole shit down. But the story itself is very like, it's heartwarming, it's sad, it's touching. It's kind of like you ever watch Grave of the Fireflies? Are you familiar with that?
That's good
Studio Ghibli joint where like it's you know, it's pretty. We know how it kind of ends.
With the thing that got his head cut off.
No, it's the little boy and his sister, and they like, it's like post just after World War II, the bombs hit, and they struggling. It's just a struggle movie the whole time, and it's like a young boy and his sister, and it's sad. It's a sad fucking.
The only thing I've ever read about World War II from Japan's perspective was Barefoot Again.
Barefoot Again?
Yeah.
Was it like a manga book?
Yeah. You never heard of that?
No, I don't think so.
Bro, that's like the most iconic.
Barefoot Again?
Yeah, Barefoot
Again?
GEN.
Oh, GEN. Oh, no, I didn't hear about this.
that has it had an anime, but it had one of the most like
Oh, this joint.
yes.
Yeah, I've watched this. Okay, yeah, I watched that. I have watched this. I didn't. I didn't read the thing. I just don't remember the. Yeah, where they viscerally show. So this one's visceral. Yes, this one's like, yo, this is exactly what it is as it's happening. What like Grave did. Grave was more like, I guess maybe slice of life, like really more touching story. It's like, his father was a Japanese air pilot or some. He was in the Japanese military. Of course, he dies because he was in the war. But their town had fire bombs happen, so they didn't get nuked, but they got the because their fire bombs. Most people don't remember is like the fire bombs and the regular bombing did way more damage than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like they was just dropping wood logs on wooden houses and just like destroying whole city. For Tokyo looked like nothing. But it's him and his little sister, and they survive. I mean, like they are like trying their hardest to survive. Family don't want to be with them. Nobody wants to help them out. It's just it's a really like, and obviously some shit happens, but it's definitely.
I like the barefoot Gen better.
Because you like seeing people
Like, you gotta get the struggle, bro.
getting the struggle.
You gotta.
This is the sad. This is like the touching after struggle. This is
This is like the hopeful struggle.
the hopeful struggle, but it's not hopeful. Some shit happens. This is the slow burn, and then this is the immediate burn. You see, this is the.
Yeah, like this is it right here. Like they pretty it up in Grave of the Fireflies, and this is like
No, this was the shadows on the ground joint that they said got it burned into it. Yeah, I didn't read it, but I've seen this movie. Yeah, nah. Yeah, this was a time. I wonder if Tessica did this. I don't know who did this, but nah. This definitely. This was like first of all, it was Godzilla. They did a Godzilla Jaws movie, like the most aquatic you've ever seen Godzilla, which is fantastic. And then when he's there, it takes all the energy out of the scene. Like he's definitely a force. But the story is just really it's definitely worth checking out. But it's getting a sequel, and hell, why the hell not?
hey, I'm about it. What's this Mega Man?
You got Mega Man Rise. There's some joint from Halloween.
3-0.
Yeah,
Where it go down?
there's some Halloween joint that I thought you might like because I actually just rewatched the movie and it holds up still so well. Let's see what this guy's on.
It's a 3-0.
Oh shit.
But why ain't get the regular color?
0-0.
How big is it? Pause.
What is it? 1/8.
Better be 1/6.
1/12.
4 inches tall.
Yeah, this is a tiny guy. This is a micro machine. This one you keep in the box. Yeah, it's like a little posable you keep in the
Get
box.
the fuck out of here.
It's the joints that are like yay big that you be seeing.
12.1 centimeters.
You be seeing that. I went to the in Chinatown. It was pretty good. What is it? Asuko, whatever. They had a cool Shin-chan section. That's coming back too. All right, I've been preaching that forever, but I think it's really about to happen. Like we might start getting rights again to it. But this looked cool. So on for Halloween.
How big is that?
Um,
$116.
116.
Oh wait, who's doing that? Who's doing that? Let me see the company.
112.
112. Oh nah, they're gonna go off.
112.
112 goes off on this shit, bro.
So I actually rewatched.
Mezco.
I rewatched the 70s movie of this for Halloween because I did a bunch of like I watch Halloween movies or not. I watch like I'll binge horror movies around this time of year. I watch them every year, or every time of year, but the old one still holds up so well. Like it's still so well done. Like for it being just like a dated ass, like there's some of the scenes, like the scene in the car goes on a little too long. Running in the van and dude's cutting himself up. Like it goes on like maybe a beat or two too long. But like when Leatherface shows up, nigga, this shit and the music hits and this nigga hits the dude and he's like tweaking out because it's like, bro, I'm like, this is peak. You were talking about we were talking about a while ago about like the universal monsters of whatever it is. Should Leatherface get a spot
on the Mount Rushmore?
On the Mount Rushmore of horror villains? Because obviously, three are kind of already occupied. You got Freddy, Jason, and Michael. I think those are kind of undisputed. I feel like they're the big three if you want to call it a big three.
You would have to be. I mean, Ghostface is pretty high up there. Yeah, he has huge longevity.
Ghostface is up there.
Chucky's
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
There's a lot. I feel like maybe you could take Michael out, but that even still feels wrong.
I think slasher movies like revolutionized horror.
Yeah,
I mean they're still doing slasher movies.
Yeah,
like,
which is why I had to give up to my guy. Like this and Halloween, I feel like set the tone.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It's hard because he's up there, but he's not up. Like he's up there, but he's not up there.
I feel like that's a shame though. I feel like that feels like robbery to me.
Like he's top 5.
Top 5, yeah. Damn, but he ain't on the mountain.
Like top 5 is like number 1 would be, I guess it would be Jason, then Freddy, then Michael Myers.
Yeah, I guess Jason would take it out.
Then
just for the mask alone. Freddy for me is like my personal favorite, but I get it.
Not even Freddy at this point. So it'll be Jason.
Damn, you don't like Freddy up there?
No. Well, and he's in top 5, but it'll be Jason.
Damn.
It'll be Ghostface. It'll be Chucky. It'll be Freddy, then Leatherface.
Really?
Because Freddy is like one good movie away from like.
You're right. I feel like.
And then I'll put. Wait, I forgot Michael Myers.
But see, Mike is there. He's just there no matter what.
He's top 5.
I would take
I will put Michael Myers, then Leatherface.
Okay.
And then I will put Freddy number 6.
Freddy 6. Okay.
Yeah.
And I get, the reason why I know Jason and Michael are going nowhere is for their masks alone. I don't know how many cars in the Bronx I go past where the passenger seat or the driver's seat has a Jason or a Freddy mask on it, just like sitting in the car as deterrent.
I put him back.
What is this? Nah, Mike is not. Michael's not.
Michael's top 5.
Oh yeah, Michael's top 5.
I removed Freddy.
No, yeah. Remove Freddy.
5.
I think I might have a personal bias. I think Freddy is just, for me, too iconic, and I think he's the wittiest of all of them. And I think but the thing is, his merch is the glove. These guys, they got masks.
They don't do a lot of. I don't see many toys with him. I don't see.
You're right.
They haven't done a movie with him in so long. Like, it's really hard to put him up there when we seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. We obviously we seeing toys like niggas. Like he's still a big enough name where niggas is putting out toys for him.
Yeah.
Michael Myers.
I'm saying he needs more credit, but
Chucky is like a merchandising machine.
Chucky's been around since I was born, and that's great. Chucky's been.
Chucky's still selling the dolls. Tiffany is still selling the t-shirts, the jackets. I seen a nigga with a Chucky jacket.
Chucky keeping Spencer's alive, bro.
Yeah, he's got a whole season's worth of. He still keep getting movies.
And Bride of Chucky is still Jennifer Tilly still getting checks.
Yeah, so
I just feel like after watching Chainsaw Massacre, like literally a week ago, I was like, this shit is not talked about half as much as some of these other guys, and I need it. I don't know. I need some more recognition.
Ghostface, Ghostface is top 5 as well. All right, I'm gonna go over it again.
Wouldn't Ghostface be Nah, because all right, Ghostface is elaborate. But I'm talking pure like comedic timing while also be
Oh,
terrifying.
he's talking about.
Oh, he
Talking
was
about being funny.
he was saying wouldn't Ghostface be the witty one? And I'm like, Ghostface is elaborate. He's the most elaborate one.
Ghostface is like multiple people.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like he's elaborate. It's a different. You never know what you're gonna get with Ghostface. But with Freddy, it's like what Robert Englund did, and just like toying with these kids' emotions and then offing them off, and like just the first one alone, the blood fountain, like seeing old girl's chest get ripped open, like just because he clawed her chest.
Yeah, but
like,
after Dream Warriors.
Well, you're
like,
right. That was the trilogy.
Like,
you're right. Yeah, Dream Warriors was the
Dream Warriors wasn't that good, bro. It was good, but it wasn't that good.
Dream Warriors for me was like, this is how you Avengers.
These niggas superpowers.
You Avengers it, bro. They Avengers it. Nah,
and then they just kind of they turned these niggas into superheroes, and I'm like, bro, like, what is?
That's how you would end it. That's how I would have ended it. It's just they kept going. That's what it was for me. You're right. But New Nightmare was good though. Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
It hasn't been. Dream Warriors was like the last good one. They had that song with Dawkins.
They did.
Yeah, that was good, but I would say like the most notable fucking killers, like in the top 5 of all time, like horror icons are slashers.
Yeah, well, because they can get crazy, they can get like out of here, but then also at the same time, somebody did top 10. Ghostface up there. They can get supernatural because you can get Terrifier levels with it, or you can go just straight like you can go Ghostface because he's practical. It's always a person in a suit. You just don't know who it is. I never saw that. I don't think I saw that. I forgot about My Bloody Valentine.
That wasn't talk about My Bloody Valentine,
but
bro.
It's not.
Everybody in the comments.
Oh, My Bloody Valentine. What you don't understand is, yeah, like, I watched 3D in the theaters. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it when I was a kid.
Nobody talk about My Bloody Valentine. Prom night. They
just wanted to see old girls, Biggie's. She was Sydney Swingy before Sydney Swingy. But that's the homie though. Shout out. Damn, I forgot her name. Jesus Christ. Freaky Friday. What's my girl? She in Halloween. Damn, I forget her name. Had a brain fart. I don't know about. Yeah, what is this? What's
These are the top 10.
Nah, 10. This ain't even the top 10. Damn, they put Jason 6. They said, "Fuck what you heard."
I put Jason 1.
I would have put Jason 3.
As a character, like most recognizable Jason 1.
Yeah, he's my 3rd, and then they put Nightmare.
5, that's crazy.
5 is crazy. This shit though, come on, this nigga was diabolical. 4, Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, that's okay spot, but he definitely deserves more credit than he's getting. Scream 3, sure. Whatever. Chucky ain't even in here.
Psycho.
Yeah, that's not what we doing. All right. Yeah.
Halloween, and then Chucky's not even in there.
Chucky's not even in the list. That's crazy.
Chucky.
Child's Play 1 is terrifying, by the way. Like, watching it, like, it's like, no, this is crazy. Like, if my mom brought a bootleg doll home for me, and that shit started walking around, like, I'm losing it. Oh yeah, Michael Myers was in there. Nah, I think
Pinhead is pretty up there too.
Pinhead. See, that's another thing. We're not even talking about Pinhead, bro. And the Xenobites, what the fuck are they called? Extra bites? Cenobites, yeah. But yeah, no, seeing that get recognition was the shit. Those are mine. Actually changed Ghostface for Chucky.
No, hell no, no way. Oh wait, he changed Ghostface for Chucky?
Yeah.
So, nah, bro.
So mine's is Jason, Mike, Saw. He said he put Jigsaw up there, bro.
Jigsaw not a real person.
Jigsaw
is many people.
It's the elaborate. You know what I'm saying? It's the what's this joint? The Rube Goldsteins or whatever that.
The only reason why I put Ghostface is just because the costume is so iconic.
No, yeah, the mask alone. Anyone with a mask, I feel like deserves a spot, but yeah, I just feel like Freddy's just in there.
I feel like Chucky is way too.
Maybe a Rushmore is too. Maybe a Rushmore is too small of a bracket. Maybe like a starting five, or is there anything? Is there anything other you can do? Is there a seven? Is there a group of seven that works? I don't know.
Gotta listen, man. Like I don't know, bro. But I think
They got King of Fighters joint.
because I think Chucky is like
No, you're right. No, Chucky, you're absolutely right. Chucky, off merchandising alone, having three great. Like, first of all, you gotta have three good movies, minimum three good movies, right?
he has. Bride of Chucky was like whatever, but
Bride of Chucky's fun.
It's still
I thought it was funny. The Sun joint was crazy, and he's got a successful TV show.
bro, multiple seasons.
Yeah, and it's good.
It got canceled.
It's good though.
But it got multiple seasons.
Yeah,
and he's still getting merchandise. He has more merchandise than Ghostface. I want to say, because he's got the Tiffany.
Yeah,
he's got the Chucky doll. He's got the little NECA figures, the little like the little knickknack stuff.
You can get the life size actual buddies doll, whatever. You can get that in stores. You can get the mask. Chicks will still do a sexy version of all of it with the scar and everything.
I think Ghostface only has the mask.
Yeah.
And then he got like
but the mask,
a little toys here and there he got, but
the mask does sell. And then Jason, the mask alone sells. You're right. The only issue as far as we're talking just like off merchandise alone, it's hard to just sell the knife hand. Like you got to do the sweater and you got to do the hat and you got to fuck up your face.
But I think Freddy is like one good movie away from just being like top again.
Yeah.
They should do a TV show.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
That would save him.
I will put Terrifier in top 10 though.
He's a new entry, but he's damn good. Art the Clown. Yeah. I saw the third one in theaters. That shit was crazy. That was a fun one. The Christmas joint he did. Oh shit, 52 toys.
Fuck is that? 12 centimeters.
They do like a lot of these blind boxes.
That's crazy.
Wind up toy. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's actually kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
But yeah.